How's it going, everyone? It's Johnny Bede here with another episode of the Streamer Storage Podcast. My fantastic guest today is Teresa, aka GameMistress. Here she is. Hello.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be on a podcast today.
Yay! Thanks for being on my podcast. Really appreciate you being here as well. You're GameMistress, Teresa.
That's correct.
Where can we find you? I know you're in a lot of different places you stream, but where can we find you?
You can find me primarily on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So I try to diversify my content, and sometimes I'm on Instagram as well.
Excellent. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. And you do a lot of retro content, is that right?
That's correct. I probably do on Twitch, probably now 100% retro content, and on YouTube I do both modern, IT fixes, and retro stuff.
Oh, wow. And I think you do some, if I'm not mistaken, I think you do some like comparison stuff as well, don't you?
Yes, correct.
That's excellent. Oh, that's excellent. So, but that's now. So we'll go back to the beginning. So, what were your first memories of video games in your life, basically?
All right. I was about 2 years old, and me and my mother were sitting in the living room, and she noticed I was bored, and she said, "Teresa, do you want to play in your sister's NES?" I'm like, "Yes, Mom." So she gave me 2 games, Metroid and The Legend of Zelda, The Adventures of Link, and I'm like, "Mom, this game is hard. I keep dying. Just give me the controller. I'll put some passwords in for you." So on Metroid, she gave me this bikini outfit so I wouldn't die all the time, and on Zelda, she kind of just helped me defeat the first castle. I was only 2. But I just had fun dying over and over again, and that's how I got hooked into gaming.
Oh my goodness me! Yeah, some very hard games there, and and that's the passing of the torch moment, though, isn't it? I'm stuck on the game, Mum, Dad, can you? And that's amazing. It was back in those days. Again, when I was growing up, my parents weren't into video games, but yours were.
My mother kind of wasn't. She is now, but my father was really into gaming, so was my sister. So it kind of, I guess it's just genetics in our family.
Brilliant. Oh, wow, that is amazing. So to NES days as well. What a console.
Yeah, it was in 1991 when I started gaming. I mean, we had the NES and the Atari 2600 in our house.
Nice. Goodness me. Oh, just gaming royalty, isn't it? So any other memories of those consoles, game-wise?
Well, I have a lot of memories of the NES, including my sister throwing a shoe at me because she wanted the NES for myself, and so me and her used to fight about it. And in the end, my parents were like, "Right, she's getting a Megadrive for Christmas, then we can split them too." And that's how they got me seriously into gaming.
Nice. Oh my word. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go to. Oh, I don't know if we want to talk about Mega Drive yet. I mean, what other games did you play on the NES?
I played Super Mario 1, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3, Donkey Kong Jr. I played what's it called? Roll. That's the snake game. I keep forgetting the name.
I don't know. No.
I have it behind me. Snake Rattle and Roll, I think it's called. It's like very jazzy music. We played the boy and his blob, all kinds of different games, but those are like the ones I remember the most. Of course, Metroid and Zelda, and we used to borrow the first Zelda game from the videotheque stores or the rental stores.
Excellent.
I'm trying to remember we had all kinds of crazy NES games.
Oh, that is awesome. That is amazing. And then the Mega Drive. That's one of my favorite consoles.
Same.
Tell us about your memories of that then. Oh my.
The first time I got the Mega Drive was for Christmas, and it was Page Master and Wolverine at the Adamantium Rage, and I didn't like the games because I used to watch Sonic on the TV and like, where's Sonic? So I was a bit, and I had the Sega 6-pack as well, so I used to play Alien Storm and that, and when it was before my birthday, my father sat down with me and he had this LOS catalog. He's like, "All right, Teresa, what game do you want for the Mega Drive so you can be happy with your present?" Because we didn't get games very often, only for Christmas and birthdays. So I saw this bundle of this original Sonic stuffed animal with Sonic Mega compilation. I'm like, I want that one. I want Sonic 1, 2, and Mean Bean Machine. And I still have the teddy bear today and the games.
Oh my god, that is amazing. I have a lot of memories with that Sonic compilation cartridge you mentioned there. Because I got into gaming late. I got into the Mega Drive back in '98, so it was gone by then. And I wanted to play Sonic. I got Sonic and Knuckles for Christmas, and obviously you got the lock on. So I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I wanted to play Sonic 2 and Knuckles, and I only had the Sonic compilation. So I went into the catalogue, like you mentioned, and I wanted Sonic 2. Sonic 2 was in the catalogue. Oh, I want it. And my mum got me it. And the catalogue people went, sorry, we don't have Sonic 2 anymore. Here's Sonic compilation. So I had 2 copies of Sonic compilation, so I could never play Sonic 2 and Knuckles.
Oh my goodness, that reminds me of a story. Me and my dad, when Sega was about to head out and the Sega Saturn came, and we couldn't find Sonic 2 in any of the stores. And one day, me and my mom went to a store, and we spoke to the manager, said, please come with me. We went into his office, and he had a sealed copy underneath his desk. He said, here you go, you can have it. You don't need to pay much, it's yours, have fun. And I was like in tears, like, really? It's like a funny play as Knuckles. And one of my favorite memories was when I got Alien Soldier, because as I said, it came at the end of the lifespan of the Megadrive. My mom used to work a lot as an English teacher for private companies, so I never got to see her. And one day she came home and said, Teresa, I found this game for 10 marks. It's like, what, maybe 3-4 pounds? It was Alien Soldier for like 4 pounds, complete in box. She said, I'm so sorry, I've been working a lot. Here's a game for you to make it up.
Oh my god.
And that game was hard when you were a kid.
Definitely. And that's got to be worth, I mean, that's worth a lot of money now. So, I mean,
yeah.
I don't even want to know what profit you could potentially make, but I mean, we don't want to talk about that because GameMistress.
I'm never going to sell that copy because it's given to my mom. But
Yes.
And one of my other favorite memories, I used to rent Rise Star from the video game store all the time. And one day we came and I wanted Rise Star again. The lady looks at me like, I tell you what, I'll sell you my copy of the game. You can get it for a special offer because you keep renting it. It's yours. I'm like, thank you.
Oh my god, that's so lovely to hear those stories. Such generosity. Like, I can't even think of anything like that happening. That is amazing. Fair play.
And Rise Star's not a cheap game either today anymore, sadly.
No, it's not. Okay, so let's talk Sonic then. So, what was your first Sonic game?
Well, it was Sega Sonic Mega compilation. I played Sonic 2 first, and then I went to Sonic 1. But my favorite is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, complete.
Oh, it's just one of the best games ever made.
Yes. The music's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And debug mode is so messy in that game.
Oh my god. No, I just think it's one of the best platforms. I honestly think it's the undisputed best platformer I've ever played.
It is.
Just so much content, so many games. Like, it's just so beautiful. I love it so much. It was my first stream. The first game I ever played on stream was Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I got, like you, Sonic and Knuckles for Christmas, and we didn't have Sonic 3 because we couldn't find it. And then my mom's best friend sent us Sonic 3 from England over to Germany, and I can finally play the game complete. I didn't understand the lock-on technology. I'm like, when I finished Sonic 3, I put it on Sonic Knuckles, like, why do I have extra? What's going on? I can continue? Wait, what? Because I didn't read it was supposed to be one entire game. I thought it was 2 separate games, and I was confused that the music changed and all that.
Oh man, so many good memories. I just remember getting it for Christmas, and to this day, it's my favorite artwork. I don't know why. I just think that the simplicity of it just stands out so much.
It also makes Sonic look more serious, I feel.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And of course, the cardboard sleeve as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have that one anymore, sadly, because our cat peed on some of my games and the cardboard sleeve got destroyed.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, he found the box of games and he decided to use it as a cat toilet. So luckily all the games survived, but a lot of the boxes had to be thrown. But now I have repurchased all the games of the boxes, luckily.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay. Oh my. Yeah, I own it. I used to own it, and then I just had the cartridge, and then I've now since got it. I got it sealed now, actually. Not in its original.
Oh wow.
Not in its original packaging. I wish I could say that, but no. It's just I have since sealed it myself.
Oh, that's still good.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So So other Mega Drive games you loved? I mean, I know you've mentioned some already.
I love Landstalker. Landstalker was phenomenal. It's actually the same people made Shining Force, I believe, because it's the same music. It was a Camelot who made it? I'm not sure, but Landstalker was phenomenal. It was my first RPG. My sister bought it for herself, and when she got bored, I played it and finished it.
Yeah. I mean,
Landstalker is phenomenal.
I've never played Landstalker. I've heard some good stuff about it. I've only played Shining Force 1 and 2, but I didn't play Landstalker, and I didn't play Shining in Darkness either. But I mean, yeah, it's funny because the Mega Drive's not known for its RPGs.
I know. I mean, Phantasy Star 4 is one of the best RPGs on the system. That is a phenomenal RPG. I was introduced to that game 2 years ago. I didn't know it existed before. I'm like, wow, what a game.
Oh man, yeah. Again, another series of games I've not played, Phantasy Star. I need to play them. Need to get onto that for sure.
Another strange game I recommend is Donald Duck and Mary Mallard. That's a phenomenal game. It's basically when Donald is pretending to be, I think, an investigator, and he also turns into this ninja.
Oh wow, no, I've not heard of that. No,
It's one of my favorite games. That, and as a Dry Star, I loved a bit, because that was made by Sonic Team as well. It was supposed to be another IP that never took off, sadly. And I'm just thinking back all the... Dynamite Headdy.
yes,
That game is brutal.
yep,
I finished it on stream recently. I had to use level select to finish it. Like, I made a rule, if I can make a photo to where I died, I use level select to get back to where I died. Because I didn't want to cheat. I'm like, if I'm going to replay this game over and over again, it's going to take me 3 months to finish it.
yeah, 100%. I try not to like do save states. I use emulators. I know you use original hardware, but like I do my very hardest not to press the save state button. But if I have to,
I understand. I mean, I just want to say, I have nothing against people using emulation. I get it. I mean, emulation can sometimes be so much cheaper. But sometimes it doesn't work. Like, when I was living in the Netherlands, I didn't have my N64 with me, so I tried to play with the N64 emulator. It just kept crashing. It was just shit. Sorry, my English. It was so bad. It was so bad.
oh man,
And same with the PlayStation 2 emulator, because I didn't have a PS2. I had to manipulate the save files myself to get further in the game, because the emulator had a weird way of processing graphics. So you would get hit by nothing. Just an example how weird emulators were back then.
yeah, definitely. No, I'm not a fan of the PlayStation 2 emulator. I prefer the GameCube, the Dolphin emulator to
I heard a lot of good things about it.
yeah, it's mostly, it's not perfect, but it's mostly a better one. That's for sure.
I think you can also use it for Wii and Wii U. I'm not sure.
I think you can. Yeah, I might need to test that actually, because I have got my Wii. I haven't actually. I could use the discs maybe and just try it properly. You know, not download them.
Yes, people, I know a lot about emulation. Shocker, right?
No, but it is so cool though that you play on original hardware. It's it's awesome. It's so cool. So
The consoles are my babies. I have all the consoles from since I was a kid, and my collection grew since I started to dive back into collecting, especially the OG stuff. And my community is very friendly. Sometimes they just donate stuff to me, like, "Hey, can we send you something?" Like, "Okay, sure." A mystery box. Oh dear Lord, a new Saturn, an MK1. Nice.
oh my, that's amazing. That is so cool. Yeah, fair play. Your community sounds incredibly generous.
Oh, they are awesome, and they are crazy awesome people.
Excellent. Oh, so you went from NES, Mega Drive. Where did you go after that?
My sister's ex-boyfriend, good, I'm saying ex now, or she's gonna come after me, had a Sega Saturn, so the first game I played there was Panzer Dragoon, Spy, Clockwork Knight, and there was an Ogre Battle, I think it's called, Ogre Battle, some weird game. If you attack a tree, the elves would yell at you. That's all I remember from it.
Oh wow, no, I've not. I briefly had a Saturn, but I didn't really play that many games on it. I got it much later. So, no, not familiar.
It's not a cheap console, but the baby after my Mega Drive was the Nintendo 64, and the first game was Mario 64. I wasn't really a big fan of Mario, I preferred Luigi, but Mario 64 blew my mind away, like, first proper 3D. I never had PlayStation, my neighbors did, but the early 3D games were 2D side-scrollers. So when the N64 came, I'm like, oh my god, this is 3D! I couldn't think 3D. I was like, how do I get up a mountain? I didn't realize you had to go around because I was too young to understand that.
Yeah. Oh, I love those early 3D games. I do. Yeah.
Even though the camera hates us.
Yes. Took a while, didn't it, for them to understand how to make a good camera system?
Yes.
No, I know you didn't play many PlayStation games, but I remember a similar scenario with like Spyro the Dragon. I just
Spyro was brilliant, but they had the different. I feel like their 3D was different. I don't know why. The N64 was more powerful than the PlayStation. That I know. But I played Crash Bandicoot. I played Spyro. I played a bit Medieval. Cooler World. That game is also pretty rare to find these days.
Yeah.
But I wasn't much into RPGs. I was more into the platformer games and racing games as a kid.
Okay, so what racing games did you play?
Gran Turismo, Mario Kart, and anything that went fast thanks to Sonic.
Yes. Oh, brilliant games. And you mentioned Panzer Dragoon as well. I mean, that's another gem, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I prefer the second one over the first one because it's more fleshed out. And I also have the legendary RPG one, Saga, which was a real dramatic story how I got it.
Okay. Would you like to tell the story?
Sure. I bought the game off auction in Sweden, and I think I paid 7,000 crowns. We have Svenska krona, that's our currency, and I think that's maybe 600 pounds or something. Turns out disc 2 was broken. I was streaming it, and the Saturn says, I can't read this. And then I contact the owner. It's like, what's going on? And I said, here's the video footage. Like, oh my, okay, send it. I'll pay for the repair bills. It's fine. We send the disc 2 to get repaired for resurfacing. And we got the phone call a few days later. Yeah, something went wrong in resurfacing at the last stage. The disc literally cracked.
Oh, God.
I was in tears. I mean, there's only 1,000 copies, I think, in Europe. Now it's like 999 left, probably even less. So the shop wanted to replace the game, and this was mint condition. They couldn't find it, so they had to make an insurance claim. A few months later, say, you know what, insurance is taking too long. We just pay you the full money back. Here you go. And I was like, okay, I have the money back, but I still don't have the game. Then one of my community members said, I will sell you my mint copy, because I'm not using it, it's just going to lay to waste. Just pay me a bit less than what you paid originally, it's yours. Because the community donated towards, but I would get Saga to stream it. So I was in tears when I finally had a working copy.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is a story. Oh, my God. But, such highs and lows in that though as well. I mean, fair play to the person that gave you the copy. Well, obviously, let you buy the coffee, that is amazing. But, oh no. Sorry.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah. Oh man. I remember hearing a story. I think it went viral a few years ago about someone buying. I think it was the Elder Scrolls like vinyl collection or something like that. It was really, really exclusive, and he bought them, and there was a defect somewhere, and he contacted Bethesda to say, look, there's a defect, and they went, okay, we'll send you a replacement, but only on the condition that you break these vinyls, because they're that exclusive. So he had to heartbreakingly break all the vinyls because he might have sold them off or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, rare games now, or rare vinyls in that case, are just something else.
I'm not breaking my discs even though they're cracked.
Yes. Oh man. So what other Nintendo 64 games did you play?
Oh, so we had Super Mario 64, Mario Kart. I used to rent Banjo-Kazooie until I got it for Christmas, because that's another game I rented a lot. You see the pattern here, because we didn't have much money. We had to make sure the game was fun. Yeah. My sister gave me Shadow Man 64. That game made me pee my pants, because I was terrified of a game as a kid. Because there was this little demon with two heads that came up to you, Shadow Man. I'm like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Oh, man. First horror game I ever played. I used to rent a lot of games. Okay. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. It was my first proper introduction to Zelda after Link, the second Zelda game on the NES. And again, I was tricked by the 3D. I didn't know you had to jump from the deco tree through the cobweb. That took me a few weeks to figure out as a kid. That game was amazing. Okay, I gotta remember all the games I had. Oh yeah, we had Star Wars, the Shadow of the Empire, I think it's called, where you play as Dash Render. Excellent. That was a weird game. That was really weird. So we had Banjo, we had all the Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
I lost Mario Party and I'm not proud. I don't know what happened to it.
No. What was the first one, was it?
Yeah, that one's not cheap. I don't know what happened to it. It upsets me that's still not found. Later on, I bought Diddy Kong Racing because I love that game. It's brutally hard, but rare. And now my Nintendo 64 collection is kind of massive because I keep buying complete in box games from Swedish auction sites. Recently, I bought 3 complete box games for £35, and they were all in good condition.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Super Smash Brothers, I love. I have that game. I have Lilac Wars, Star Fox, which is basically a remake of the first game on the SNES, I believe, or something weird.
Okay. Yeah.
And that one is also a phenomenal game.
Amazing. Wow.
Glover.
They're all coming
You know,
out. I've not heard
you
that
know
one.
Glover?
No.
Glover's basically, it's a game made by Hudson, I think. It's basically a game where a wizard has an accident. He falls into a pot like a witch brew, and he turns into stone, and all the gemstones from the castle fall down into each world. One glove falls into the evil pot thing, becomes evil, and the other one is a white glove named Glover. And when the crystal die, like you have to bring the crystals back. If you bring it, goes like a weird fingering movement he does. And there's also farting, burping chicken.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Of course
Best game ever.
10 out of 10.
And it's actually a pretty good 3D platformer for the weird story, and it's just funny. Like the bosses are really creative, the music's really good, but the camera's the worst enemy.
Yeah. No, 90s cameras. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it was a trial and error, I suppose. But
Yes.
I love hearing the plot. Like, again, so many games that if you describe the plot of, it makes no sense.
Like Boogerman, a flick and pick adventure. I have that game. I haven't played it yet. Somebody sent it to me. Like, I have to play this.
Oh my god. No, I've not heard of that one.
Another game I truly love is Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah.
That game, a lot of people were giving a crap because it's so long, but that is the charm of Rare. I mean, I just love the music because there's a lot of Banjo-Kazooie vibes in it. It's just so well done.
Yeah. No, it's a shame that Rare got acquired by Xbox, I think, didn't they? They haven't been able to
Nintendo sold them off. Biggest mistake of their lives, to be honest, because the original crew of Rare, they left and made Platonic Games instead. Because I follow some of the original people on Twitter, actually, and they followed me. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna scream.
Yay. Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing. So, is there any, you mentioned your sister before, so is there any gaming stories you can think of that come to mind? Playing games with your family or friends?
Well, me and my dad used to play a lot of Sonic 2 together to get the Chaos Emeralds. My sister became a PC gamer. There was one game called Wizardry 8. And she got stuck. She just couldn't figure out how to move on because she didn't read the map. And I was like 10 or something, and I oh, there's a little secret entrance, and I found it. My sister's like, get up, I'm gonna play now, bye. I'm like, but I found the secret. What the? Nah.
The classic. Oh no, it's funny because I've got 3 kids, and they all do it now. But I used to do it with my siblings. Luckily, thankfully, dare I say, I don't know if they're watching or anything like this, but I mean, I was normally the best at the games, so I suppose maybe I was the naughtier of my siblings. But now watching my kids do it the same, I'm like, oh man, it's so funny. It's so funny.
I would also help my sister in Gran Turismo get all the license because she couldn't figure it out. And she also played Final Fantasy on the PlayStation 2. And I just used to watch her play the RPGs. And then she would teach me, she introduced me to Diablo 2 on the PC. And she says, you're this type of player, you should go for this class. And she was correct. So she knew me, what would work with me.
That's awesome. And you just mentioning Gran Turismo classes, yeah. I used to spend hours trying to get the A. It was A, I think.
Oh yeah.
B wasn't too bad, but A and S class were just something else. Oh man. And you used to do you used to look at the Ghost track as well to see how you do it, and I just couldn't do it.
I had to do it for her.
Good times.
And then when she got married, her husband's like, Teresa, can you help us in Gran Turismo? Oh, for heaven's sake. And I remember they bought the original Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox. Okay. They couldn't get past the first boss, and they gave it to me haha, she's not going to make it 30 minutes later for no. I cleared the first boss. What? So they came over you know what? You can just borrow the game. It probably will take you a few weeks. 5 days later, I finished the game, and it was and I heard it was one of the hardest games on the Xbox. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh man. Well, what is the hardest game you've played then over the years?
Well, Alien Soldier on the Megadrive, which is easy for me because I've been playing it a lot. That took me 14 years to clear because one boss is a real pain in the butt. That's why I made a tutorial on YouTube how to clear the game.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
The hardest games I played, Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox, definitely. I played Battletoads.
Okay.
I played it on stream. I got to the 9th level where you have to climb this tower, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to throw my Nintendo out of the window. This game is not fun. It's just frustrating. It's masochism. I don't like it. I don't like the game being a sadist.
Yeah, true. No, I mean, there's that big debate now with Elden Scrolls, isn't there? Like, is it because so many casual people didn't realize how hard it was, or that it was a Souls game. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
You know what I say to people? If you think Dark Souls is hard, go and play some 8-bit games. They'll make you cry. Because I played Dark Souls. I didn't like it because I found it too depressing, because at the time I was going through hard things. I didn't want to play a game about death. It was too depressing because of the stress I had at work. So basically, in Elder Scrolls or Dark Souls, you have save points. The bosses are pattern-based. Actually, they're slow pattern-based. You just have to calculate your moves. You get better every time. 8-bit games. Oh, you got 3 lives. You're dead.
Yep.
Back to the beginning.
Yep, 100%. No, I agree. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't play either, to be honest with you, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, man. So, I mean, if you had... It is a hard question, I suppose, and I definitely think it might be difficult for you, but what is the best game, in your opinion, what is your favourite game? Not the best game, but what's your favourite game of all time?
Depends.
Can you know?
It's definitely... The most that had an impact on me was Sonic and 3 and Knuckles. Alien Soldier. On the Nintendo 64, I think it had to be Ocarina of Time.
Excellent.
Because the story, I mean, I was so sad because even when the game ended, I was screaming like, no! I was like, why are you upset? The game is over.
Oh,
I didn't want Link to say bye to Navi and so on. I mean, it depends. There's so many good games out there. It's really hard for me to pinpoint.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, so now, I mean, how many modern games do you play? Much modern games?
Yeah, I play them off stream. I actually had to. Okay, let's see. I'll just check the date. On April the 6th, I actually played Kirby the Forgotten Land because my converter broke down, and the new converter had screen tearing because it was a cheap Chinese rubbish. So I said, sorry guys, I can't play the N64 with this because it's making me sick, it's making you sick. So I played Kirby and the Forgotten Land on stream. But I play a lot on the Switch offline or PlayStation 4 because I don't have a PlayStation 5, and I play a lot on my PC.
Excellent.
My workstation is my rendering station for videos, and it's my gaming rig as well.
Amazing. That's awesome. Do you play much online games? Is that something that comes to mind at all?
Yes, I used to spend way too much time on MMOs. I don't anymore because I don't want to get addicted. I don't want to get sucked into that world. Plus, with Twitch and YouTube in real life, I don't have time.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't really touch the MMOs either, but I can imagine, yeah, especially if you've got so much going on, for sure. So what are you playing? You mentioned Kirby. What are you playing right now?
I'm playing Kirby in the Forgotten Lands. I'm trying to finish Persona 5, The Fall of Man. And I played, not Persona 5, sorry, Shin Megami Tensei. I played Persona 5, and that game was phenomenal. I'm playing Shin Megami Tensei, I'm like, ew, it's not the same. But I'm trying to finish that game. I'm playing Kirby, and I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic on a PC with some friends.
Excellent. So how much into the Persona games have you been? I played 4 and 5. But I've not played any of the older ones.
I've only played 5. I played it on the PlayStation. I wanted to check it out, and I fell in love with it.
I do recommend Persona 4 as well if you like 5. It's
okay.
Excellent. It's Persona 4 Golden's on PC now, thankfully.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Persona 5 to hit PC. I'm like, please, because I got it on PS4, but I'm like, I just want to stream it and play it on here.
I understand.
I don't tend to stream from the PlayStation since it's on the big telly over there. So.
You need a capture card if you're going to play it on the PC with PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. So
I also finished Metroid Dread recently, when it came out last year. I love Metroid. I'm a huge Metroid fan. I mean, I would say Samus is my wife almost. Because I love it so much. So whenever there's a brand new Nintendo game or Sonic game, I'll buy it. And there's any good RPGs on the PC or on the consoles, I'll buy it. The only reason I don't have the new Xbox or PlayStation 5 is because I say to people, I don't want an expensive dust collector.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's fair. That's fair. So, can I ask your thoughts on Sonic 4 and Sonic Mania? What are your thoughts on those?
Sonic 4, burn it!
Oh wow.
It's not as bad as Sonic 06, which we will never talk about.
No, we won't talk about it. That's fine.
Sonic Mania, I love it. I mean, Chris Whitehead.
Yes.
He was just a fan person making these projects and saying it's like, hey, you're good. We're gonna hire you. This is Nintendo. You making game by IP. We're gonna see you, Sega. Hey, come and work for us. So Chris Whitehead nailed it with Sonic Mania. The only disappointment to have Sonic Mania is there was a lot of the old levels being remade, and some of them didn't deserve it, in my opinion. And I want to see more original levels, but I understood why it was like that. So all in all, it was a good game. I really like it.
I loved Sonic Mania. I absolutely loved it. I loved the fact that, like you said, it was so great because you had the original levels, but then it just remixed into a whole new brand new level. It was such a cool idea. I really wanted to make a
Chemical
second one.
Factory, the second level was so cool.
Yeah.
Chemical Plant Zone, sorry.
Yeah, and the way they mixed the new gels and stuff to do different things. Absolute genius. And
I didn't like Oil Ocean, though.
No, it's not one of my favourite levels in Sonic 2.
I mean, they should have added Hidden Palace Zone from Sonic 2 that was taken out. They added another hidden Sonic level that was taken out. That was the desert level, the Desert Mirage. That was originally supposed to be an ice and desert level. So it's cool they put that back in at least.
Yeah, exactly. I keep hoping they're going to make a Sonic Mania 2, but I don't know why they're just not looking at that at the moment. It's a shame.
I heard rumors they were actually, but they were focusing on what's it called? Not Sonic. Oh, yeah, Sonic Forces was also a load of gunk. Just burn it. They're focusing on this new Sonic game. I can't remember what's it called. The open world one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot all about that. They announced it for the... was it the 30th anniversary they announced it for that?
Yeah, they have pushed it back, which is good because Sonic needs more time.
No, it's interesting that they're doing an open world Sonic because, I mean... It could work. I don't know.
I played the fan Sonic open world game. I have it on my PC, and I was in love with it because it was so fast and so well, and the physics worked really well. If Sega hired this person, they might have a gem. I just hope Sega doesn't mess it up.
And again, like you said, huge credit for them to get Chris White. He was a hacker, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So huge.
And
credit.
he made his own ROM hacks. He's really talented. So I'm really happy Sega saw that and like, come work for us, dude. You can lead to 2D games.
There's not a lot of that in video game companies.
No.
There needs to be more of it because there's some absolute talented people out there that do such great work.
Have you ever played another Metroid 2 remake?
No, I haven't. I'm not really touched the retro games again.
That was a ROM hack made by a very loving, passionate fan, and he had back and forth communication with Nintendo. Like, I'm making this. It's like, okay, it's fine. And Nintendo said, we will have to take it down here, but go on and make it. So he finished it. I played it. It was much better than Samus Returns remake. I preferred what he did. So when he released it, Nintendo, of course, slammed him down. And they didn't hire him. It was another company that hired him. I'm like, Nintendo, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's crazy. No, it's yeah. You said it. I don't know what else to say. It's just spot on. I don't understand why they don't do it. There's some talented people out there. Okay, so if you were stuck on a remote island, and you can have internet connection on this island, and you can like download stuff or whatever, but if you can only choose 3 games that you can play for the rest of your life on that island, what would they be and why?
Oh my goodness. That's cruel. We definitely have to go Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Sonic Mania. I don't know. Has to be a Sonic game. I want a game that's always expanding, that never gets old. And it's a game that's not going to exist like with all my favorite characters, like it's always expanding. So like an AI game or something. So I have always something. And I'm wondering if it should be Alien Soldier Mario 64. It's a hard choice. Because those games have so much replay value.
Yeah. It's because again I've asked the question a few times to people, and they sometimes go down the online route because you can play online. It might not be their favorite game, but because it's got such longevity, it's interesting.
That's why I said in the second game something that keeps getting content.
Definitely.
I mean, Black Desert Online is a good game. I just hate forced PvP. I'm not a big fan of that.
No.
I don't know what it would be. I mean, there's so many games, and this is a question I can't answer in 5 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. At least you got 2 of my games on the list.
I did, yeah. No, thank you. So it's a more of a modern thing, isn't it? When it comes to like having trophies and achievements. I mean, does that something that come to? Do you
As a kid, I care, but once I got the Nintendo, like Wii U and Switch, they don't have an achievement system. Well, they kind of do, kind of don't. And I'm like, I don't care. Why should I waste my entire life collecting every freaking Korok poop in Breath of the Wild for what? Just to get the massive big turd showing I don't have a life. Nintendo are making fun of me. I don't have time for that. I mean, yes, I mean for me, an achievement is like, I don't know, clear alien soldiers while dying, for example, and do it as fast as possible. I'm not a big fan of the achievement hunting. I used to be, but when I grew up, I'm like, nah, this can lead to toxism. I don't like the toxic online community.
Yeah, understood. You mentioned Mario 64. It's just a famous hidden coin, isn't there? And I think someone had to. I'm not too familiar with it, but I believe someone had to like hack into the game to get that final coin or something.
Oh, is that on a big small island that you can't actually get to because it's actually on the ground?
Something
I think
like
that was Swanky Boxes said about that on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of YouTube videos mentioning it. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. So what led to like streaming for you? What was the moment where you thought, I'm gonna give this a go?
Well, here's a little secret. I actually tried streaming once 9-10 years ago because I was part of a Mario Maker community, and GameMistress at the time was my journalism company. So I wrote blogs and I was a lot on YouTube before I got burned out. And I decided to stream once or twice. And I think that first stream we had a lot of viewers, and then I went on a hiatus, and then I came back because I have an autoimmune condition and it almost took my life. So I came back from hospital, I was completely drained, I was exhausted from fighting for my life, and my husband said, yeah, she's lost her spark for life. So he got me into streaming. He said, maybe you should stream something, maybe that will get you motivated. So I started streaming Minecraft with him. But the thing is, with me and Minecraft, I get bored of that game. So after a week, it's like, I don't want to do Minecraft. Okay, let's do some marbles on stream, because I didn't understand really what streaming was about. And then it's like, but I love my retro stuff. So I said, can I stream my retro stuff? No, we don't have the converters. Dang! Okay, I'll use emulators then. There you go. I started using emulators, and I used the minis. I had the Super Nintendo Mini. In the end, I'm like, I'm going downstairs, and I'm going to bring all my retro consoles back. Because we're going to stream on original hardware. And the first console I streamed on original hardware was the Sega Dreamcast.
Nice. Wow. Oh my god, a lot to unpack there. That's quite a story. You seem to be in a much better place now.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, I'm glad, obviously.
Thank you.
But, yeah, okay. So, okay, you answered a few of my other questions, and I was going to ask about, like, how did you get into playing on the original hardware and stuff like that?
I can go deep into that. So I was a variety streamer before. I played on modern stuff. I played on my PC, the PlayStation 4. And I got bored with the modern games because I felt like they were incomplete, and it was just too. And if a game is too heavy story based, it doesn't always work for stream. And I was losing interest because I had a fixed schedule. I'm like, I want to play this offline as well. I want to enjoy the game. And I'm like, but what is it I really enjoy? When do most audience get active when I play retro? So my last modern game was the Star Wars Jedi game for the PlayStation 4. I loved that game, and then on 2020, my first retro game was Soul Reave on the Dreamcast I played.
Excellent.
That was like the introduction. I'm only going to play retro now, and I don't regret it.
No, definitely not. Oh wow, and what a game that is as well. It's such a great game. Oh man, I'm thinking of streaming that myself at some point. Yeah, wow. I mean, if you don't mind me asking about the journalism, what did you cover? What was it? Gaming journalism?
I did gaming news, gaming reviews. I did some small tidbits in there. I did every once a week a blast from the past, which was my retro segment. I wrote reviews about my favorite retro games, and I made YouTube videos of Let's Plays, which I would put onto the reviews, like this is why the game is good, etc. And then, stupid me, I was a YouTube partner. I stopped. 8 years later, YouTube hasn't forgiven me for that. They took my partnership away because I had no chance to upload videos because I didn't have internet for a while. Right. That's the beauty of living in the middle of nowhere, Norway. And my health failed because I have an autoimmune disease that decides, yeah, sometimes I get allergies with no explanation. They come and go as they please. So I just started actually this year taking my YouTube video channel serious again. And it has changed.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The entire platform has changed.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? What were your thoughts on YouTube in the past and then now? So what's changed?
I would say now you really have to focus on quality, which is not a brainer because people's attention span is that short. So you have to make something with a lot of action, like let's play this one carted anymore. You have to. I just feel like you have to focus so much more on quality. I'm not a video editor. My husband is. Thank goodness for that. And you have to research. You also have to know search engine optimization, SEO for YouTube, which is YouTube SEO, which is completely different from Google SEO. You have to think about so many things if you want to grow. And the thing is, everyone can grow on YouTube. You just have to figure out how. Like, Twitch doesn't have an algorithm. YouTube has the algorithm. It even tells you, you messed up here. You have to learn to read analytics. I'm starting to learn that. It's not easy. And you have to figure out your niche. Like one day you just can't make a gaming channel. The next day, I'm going to make a video about cats. You have to focus.
Yeah, 100%. Wow. Yeah, some great advice there as well. And some, a lot to think about. I get lost in it as well. I completely get lost in it. I try to just concentrate on my Twitch, to be honest, because it is, and it always changes. That's what it is for me as well. It's like, so as soon as you do get into a rhythm, they'll change it. And it's like, well, okay, why change it? I don't know, but because sometimes it doesn't even feel like it's a change for better optimization for the viewer, which makes sense if it was. If it's the viewer if it had the viewer in mind, it would make sense. But sometimes it just feels like, people are figuring out our algorithm, so we're just going to change that because we don't want people figuring out our secret.
The algorithm is Google Brain, and actually YouTube, well, we have to understand YouTube are business. They want to earn money, so they focus on what keeps the viewer interesting, and they're going to prioritize bigger channels. I'm sorry to say that. It doesn't mean you're not going to get discovered, but if you get your homework right, the algorithm is going to favor you as well. Basically, the algorithm communicates with you. I can actually prove to it how it communicates with you. Like, when you upload a new video, you got this little window. It says, by the way, you're doing better here, there. If you're not doing good, please go here and have a look. You can even download tools that help you decipher the algorithm. It's also psychology often. I mean, the algorithm's not human behavior. The algorithm will say you one thing, but you also have to understand how people are in 2022. And you have to figure out your target audience. Like, my target audience are people between, 20 to 50 or something? It's not small little kids who have all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So YouTube also focus on community nowadays, which is a good thing. So it's a lot to take in.
100%, yeah. And then when you talk about the YouTube versus Twitch divide, again, you stream games on Twitch, but then you do video content on YouTube. Correct.
Because I'm a Twitch partner, I'm not allowed to stream on any other platform.
Right. Okay. And
I have that silly contract, and I think it's so unnecessary because I'm not the top 100 or 1,000 streamers. So, and they still take a big cut from me. That's not like, why are you keeping me on your platform? Honestly, but okay.
Oh man. Okay. I mean, let's talk about that journey then. So again, your channel was growing with retro content, and then. I mean, I'm sure that journey was amazing. And then, Twitch partner. I mean, talk us through some good memories and then how all that came about.
Well, the first charity I ever did was for an animal shelter in England called CP Cats, so Cat Protection Cats. And I think we raised, was it £800 the first time? And I was blown away. And after that, I want to do this forever, so I want to donate 20% of my revenue. I have a recent memory. We were on the front page on Twitch for War Child, a charity, and we had over 13,000 viewers. Twitch prioritized me that day. I don't know what happened. All these people came and oh, good heavens, hi. And they're like, you're playing on original hardware, you're playing right, Stan. The community was excited. Another good, horrible memory, the community made me play Barbie for the NES.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, okay.
And we had a subathon to keep me playing that god-awful game.
How long did you play for?
6 hours. Because in the end, I said, I'm done.
Oh man, so you just went, no, that's it, I've had enough. Oh man.
They want me to do a Bubsy 3D subathon next.
Oh god. I've not played Pubsy 3D. I played the 2D one, which isn't bad actually. But I've heard horror stories about Pubsy 3D.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to him because I want to be disappointed myself when I play it. Oh, fun memories. I mean, me and the community always sing lewd songs on stream. I think when I got partnered, I had the flu when I got partners. I couldn't do the partner celebration because I had no voice. I'm like, hey, I just got an email from, congratulations, you're a Twitch partner. Hey, I had no voice.
Oh, but fair play to you. You streamed with it though, with the bad.
Yeah,
voice.
I did. And I said, we're going to wait until I feel better because I had a scarf on. I had my hot tea with honey.
Oh, bless. Oh, goodness.
There's so many good memories. I mean, my moderator came from Sweden to visit me, and we were playing Bomberman together. That was fun. People were like, oh my goodness, it's a Raza in real. Like, yes, he's visiting me. And then people like, oh my goodness, the moderators can visit GM.
Oh, wow.
And I do sometimes end up seeing the viewers in real life as well. Like, I travel to all kinds of countries, and they say, can we meet up? So yeah, sure, I don't mind.
That's fascinating. That's great. That is. I'm in a Twitch like community group, and we're meeting up for the first time next month. Actually, it's about 25 of us, and it's amazing, isn't it? Like it's just such a beautiful thing. So fair play. Yeah. I mean, so what happened? So you mentioned YouTube back in the day, and you got partnered with YouTube initially. So what was it? Was the content the same, or was it different back then?
My content was very unprofessional. I mean, I still have all the old videos up, so you can check them out. Like, I was more serious, like business-wise serious. Now I'm just having fun and being silly and all that. But the video editing has really gone up thanks to Smallbringer. He's amazing in video editing. He's also my super mod for Twitch. I mean, I just did Let's Plays like to show how the game was. I didn't even always talk. I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. And when I came back to YouTube, this video got 10,000 views, and I haven't. How did this happen?
Amazing. I know it's about
over 8 years. That's nothing to brag about.
It definitely is. I mean, you've had I mean, as I said, I've not long discovered your stuff, and I think, oh wow, I think you're a brilliant streamer. I think you do some amazing charity work. Let's talk about that. We haven't talked a lot about charity work, but you've mentioned it's so important to you. So again, over the years, what charities have you raised money for, and some of your favorite memories?
I have raised money for the Samaritans in the UK because I love mental health. I've raised money for mental health organization in the States. I'm trying to remember their name. I'm sorry, my memory's not quite okay at the moment. I've raised money for War Child twice, and we raised like over £1,000 each time in a week. That was amazing. I've also raised money for World Wildlife Fund. They asked me, and I said, yes, of course I want to help you guys. I'm all for the animals. And I also have my own charity where I donate 20% of my entire revenue, maybe merchandise, coffee, Twitch, all goes to the animal shelter, so 20%. I need to keep some money to keep my company going.
Of course, absolutely. And that's a wonderful thing.
The biggest dream ever was when Sega themselves reached out to me and said, hey, GM, we love what you do. Do you want to do charity with us? I'm like, what? Game Blast? Because I was in tears. I was so happy. And they said, you do original hardware. That's awesome. Please show the world what we made. So I had a little show and tell of every retro console. That was the Master System, the Game Gear, the Megadrive, MK1, MK2, the Sega CD. I don't have everything. I don't have the 32X, sadly. The Saturn, MK1, MK2, the Dreamcast, because I love the Dreamcast, and that one has the saddest memory when it got discontinued. I was in tears, because I loved Dreamcast so much.
Yeah.
So that was just fun. It was like amazing to be able to work with other amazing streamers for raising money for Game Blast for kids which have a disability so they can play games as well.
Wow. Oh my god. Well, that is like dreams and goals, isn't it? Working for Sega.
Yeah.
Working with Sega. Oh my god. I didn't know that. That's incredible. Oh, I'm so happy for you. It's so awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay. I mean, yeah. So let's talk about Dreamcast then, because again, it was so advanced for its time. It was such an amazing console.
It never came out in Norway.
I didn't know that.
My
What?
ex, my sister's ex-husband worked for Funcom. He phoned me up and said, Teresa, I have something. Come down now to our house. Mom drove me down. I entered the house. There was a Sega Dreamcast connected to the CRT, and I said, this is for you. Because we know you love Dreamcast. My boss gave it to me. I burned 100 different CDRs. Have fun. And I was so much in love. They said, you can take the console home. We don't want it.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh
I
no.
was so happy. I'm like, I was looking for the Dreamcast. Norway didn't get it. I'm like, oh, and I got to play Sonic Adventures 2 with the Charo and everything.
That is amazing. Oh wow. No, I didn't know it was not released in Norway. So very sad, but then elation. So happy at the
It
end.
was released in Sweden, but I didn't know about online stores as such back then.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Well, you went to Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. Go through your favorite Sonic. Go through your favorite Sonic games and your favorite Sonic like levels, should we say? Because
Well, Sonic 3 Knuckles Ice Cap Zone, that one is amazing.
the music. I love the music.
Sonic 2 Chemical Plant and Casino Night song, because I take the melody of Casino Nights and I call it the carrot song instead. It's like a lewd song. It's all about an innocent carrot, but it sounds like it's something else.
Oh my god. I need to hear it. I need to hear it. Oh, man.
Oh my god! What the lyrics it says, it can be big, it can be small, it can be thick or super tall, and it grows in my neighbor's backyard. It's a carrot, you dirty minded one. Don't be shy. If it stands erect, it might poke you in your back direct. It's a carrot everyone loves. Just put it on my plate, put it in my mouth. Do what you want.
Oh my. Wow. Okay.
Oh. And
Oh,
so I made a full song out of that because I want to make a music video on YouTube with dancing carrots. It sounds like it's something else, but it's just a carrot.
you might need to do that. Maybe. Oh, it's a shame April 1st has already been. But that would have been great
I know.
next year. Next year.
I loved Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 2 was more solid, but Sonic Adventure 1 had more of the charm. So I preferred 1 because that. And I'm sorry, I hate Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't like him. I don't feel he fits in the Sonic universe.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Because again, he had his own game, didn't he? Which
Yeah, I didn't play it.
No, I've not played it. No.
I mean, Sega did weird stuff in the end, and Sonic 3D Flicky's Island's not bad either, but yeah, Sonic 2 and 3 are definitely my favorite, and then Sonic Adventures 1. I love Sonic Generations. That game is phenomenal. It's like the 3D version of Sonic Mania a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not played it. It's been on my list to play forever. You recently played Sonic 3D NTSC version, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Was there any differences? I didn't quite catch the full
Different
screen
screen resolution, no delay, there was no input delay, the game was faster, so the bosses can wreck you really bad.
Oh, God. Okay. No,
Okay, and the bonus stage was slow in 50 hertz, 60 hertz. Now you gotta be quick!
Oh, God.
And here's a secret. I wanted to do a comparison. Sonic 3D Flicky's Island Megadrive versus Saturn. And that's when my converter died.
Yes. Oh, no.
I put the Megadrive in. It blew. I was like, I don't even have a backup. That's like, I can't stream anymore. Like, what am I gonna do?
Oh, man. Are you gonna buy when you get that eventually sorted? You're gonna get 2 copies, hopefully, to get one. Make sure
we found a NEDIS in the Netherlands because I come from Netherlands, but that will take weeks. So we bought an OSSC, but I have to see if it likes my setup. I heard it can be a bit finicky. The Chinese thing I had was a load of crap because it was screen tearing. So that one's going to be sent back, and now I have to find a retro tink for the component part or the module for the OSSC.
Okay.
I'm a bit like. With only the OSC, because it's RGB, the Saturn is RGB. I don't have an RGB cable for it. I have it for the Mega Drive, Master System, Super Nintendo, GameCube. And that's it. So I have like 30 plus consoles. I can only use 4 of them.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I feel naked.
Oh, man. Yeah. I know we're talking mostly games, but have you had a chance to see the Sonic movies yet?
I saw the first one, and I'm going to see the second one in Norway with my best friend.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the first one?
First, I was disappointed because I felt they weren't respecting the Sonic lore, but then when I realized, oh wait, it's a new lore, I watched it again, I liked it much better.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, Sonic's best friend is Tails, not some stupid police officer. Be gone. Don't do Sonic X on us.
yes. Actually, yeah, I can see your point now. Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
But Jim Carrey was brilliant as Dr. Robotnik. He was such an asshole. That's what made it awesome.
Yeah, right. I know. I mean, again, I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan, and I love Sonic so much, and I didn't even picture the idea of him being Robotnik, and he just smashed it. He just smashed it.
Yeah.
It was so good. He's just naturally funny anyway, because again, you need to have that. That's what Robotnik's comical, isn't he? So
He's insane because he has an IQ of 300.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, he's evil, but he's also funny evil, like in the original cartoons, like when Sonic would take his mustache and draw it, and he has underpants with red hearts on it. Yeah, he's comical.
Oh my god. And also, I have to ask the question: is it Dr. Robotnik or is it Eggman?
For me, it's always Dr. Robotnik, even though that's not the real name.
Thank you.
Dr. Ivor Robotnik.
Yes. Oh, I'm telling my kids that not every day, but I lie. But yeah, but they call him Eggman. I'm like, no,
It's not Eggman. He's Robotnik.
Yes, I'm like, you're wrong. they don't listen to me. It's like, okay, Dad, yeah.
Or you can call him Baldy McNosebeard. That's what Sonic does.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a better name than Eggman.
Okay, just so I mean, if there's any advice you'd give to anyone that's thinking about streaming or doing content creation, what advice would you give to anyone that's thinking of starting it?
Let's take it per platform. Let's go on Twitch first. 1. Stay away from drama. The worst thing you can do is talk shit about another streamer. Let me tell you something. Every streamer is a company owner. If you're gonna smack talk other streamers, you're just envy and you're just making yourself look bad. 2, there's no algorithm on Twitch, so you have to go on other platforms to get your audience. Like, I grew my Twitter because I knew Twitch had no audience. No algorithm. So that's why I was posting content related to what I do. So a lot of people like to post Twitch drama. Just don't. Instead, hey, if you're a retro streamer, post things you love about retro. People will find you more interesting, can relate to you. My biggest advice, don't listen to the community what games to play. Play the games you think it's fun, because no one wants to see someone depressed. And if you feel drained and exhausted, be transparent. Don't pretend you're the hero. That's why, because I have been having a lot going on last year, and I said to my community, this is going on. They've been very supportive. Just don't disappear off the radar if things get too tough. Keep an open communication with either Discord or Twitter. They would appreciate that. I mean, think about it. Those people are investing their lives, their time to watch you. Time is the most valuable thing you can give to anyone. So don't be a mean, nasty spirit person. I know jealousy is a normal part of human nature because some people are bigger than others. But instead of attacking the person, ask them, how did you grow? They might actually give you advice you need to hear. And on YouTube, and same with YouTube and Twitch, figure out your niche. I mean, of course you can be a variety streamer, stream whatever you want, but what's going to make you stand out unique? I mean, is it your humor? Is it the way you dress? Are you a cosplayer? Are you somebody standing on their hands and playing with their feet? Are you a chef? Like, right? Like in retro, my niche is original hardware. I've chosen that niche because I want to stand out, and a lot of people have been copying me afterwards. I don't care. They can't copy my personality. They can't copy my content. Everyone's unique, but I mean, have fun with what you're doing, and there's no shame in doing it for money. I hate streamers who say, oh, this person's earning money. I'm like, dude, you go to work. Do you do it for free? Let's be honest.
100%.
Those people who earn money on Twitch have all the right to do so because that's their job, and you don't have a right to judge them for it. I mean, it's none of your business what the people do with their channel. And if you're going to start attacking somebody, take that energy to reflect on yourself, how you can grow instead, because you should be comparing yourself.
Wow. Wow. That was some amazing advice. Yeah. No, I love that. That was very raw but very honest, and I love it. That was excellent. Really appreciate you being like that.
I'm sorry, I'm not like this. I'm not the type of person that says, "Oh, play what you want and people will show up." I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going to be brutally honest here because I don't like to waste people's time.
Yeah. And there's that almost, like you said, almost how can I put it? expectation that everyone is going to be successful, and it's like you have to produce good quality content or have a niche or have a uniqueness to you.
Don't quit
well.
your job for streaming. Please
Oh,
don't. I'm going to also
yes.
be very honest. The money I make from streaming, if I earned way more in my old job, but I can't work anymore because of my disability. So yeah, I put way more hours in what I do and I get less money, but I'm happy because I have a security that keeps me secure. Don't stop if you don't have a security because you're gonna burn out and you won't be able to pay your bills. That'd be very sad.
Yeah, solid advice, because again, there was a lot of people thinking that, especially in the pandemic. So
Yeah.
yeah, wow, Teresa.
And when it comes to YouTube, you have to think about that every video you put out, there's gonna be a seed for the future.
Yeah,
So maybe a video will start off really bad and one day the algorithm will pick it up, but just make sure you're consistent. When I say consistent, like don't do retro games one day and then butt videos the next day unless it's related to like sexy butts and retro. That can work, but like stay in your niche. And if you want to have several niches, make several channels. You can link them up on YouTube.
yeah, definitely. Wow. Oh, Teresa, that was amazing. Thank you so much. It's I've got no more questions. Just one more time, Teresa, GameMistress, can you just plug your channels where we can find you, and yeah, sign us off.
All right. So hi, my name is GameMistress, or Trace if you prefer. You can find me on Twitter, where I post a lot about retro stuff, complaining about people being very lewd in DMs. Yes, I get angry even though I'm a company owner. You can find me on Twitter. I discuss a lot of retro. On YouTube, I focus on making comparison videos. Retro Let's Plays, now start with that, or new games coming to retro videos, so more Let's Plays. How to fix equipment or getting games to run on Windows 10, even retro games, or like how-tos. And that's what I do on YouTube, and I plan to do more in the future. I'm just still starting up. You can also find me on Instagram, but I'm not keeping it much. And you can also find me on a page called Coffee. Coffee is basically like Patreon, only the content creator gets 100% of the revenue, and that also makes sure I can help more animal shelters in the future. And I upload all kinds of pictures and stuff. And you'll find me on Twitch 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes an evening stream, where I stream everything on original hardware. There might be a day I might play some modern games, but it's very rare, and normally they need a tie to the retro, like Kirby NES, Kirby Switch kind of makes sense.
Totally, amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for being on the podcast. It's been amazing.
Thank you so much for having me. It was an absolute pleasure.
Yay! Thank you so much. Okay, that's it for the episode, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.